Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New England Patriots. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 53, Mike, Silver.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Stidham. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go. 56.
Now Stidham on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Indy. 53. Hey, echo. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Stidham now to throw on third down. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43.
It's a gain of 10.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Stidham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Stidham, third down from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line. Go,
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jim. Check 43. 22, check, cover. 22, check.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. 5.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, dude. Defense.
Now it's Stidham. Throw caught here by Bird. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends run. Watch tight. Tight ends.
Now it's Stidham. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Ready, break.
56
right there, 56. Here we go, dude.
Here's Stidham to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. Third down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, dude. Tight. Go.
On 3rd down, Stidham. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. 6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
On first down, Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Check safety.
On second down, Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time,
Adjustments.
right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They go play action here on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 8, read. 56. Yeah, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball. Get it.
Here's Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now has Haskins down around his goal line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's going to be a long day, offense. 66. Now, shit.
2nd down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set, hut. 15 on it. Here we go. Watch the pass. Back. Check 26. Shift.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Devin McCourty brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Fresno.
Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
And it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got it. 50 wants the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
41, Mike. High 7. Go, go, go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Check, ready. Hey, come on. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37.
That's another Washington.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Peterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, Peterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
Come on. You better bring it.
Mike's 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open is Swain, the tight end. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check. Watch safety green.
They'll run with Peterson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Third and 2, now Stidham. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Now Michelle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
To throw is Stidham.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Go. Go.
Now Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
So don't say nothing. Check 15. Check. 36.
They'll run on first down. Peterson, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Let's go. 61. 54. 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Kill. For the record.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the Patriots' 23-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, Lobo. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A throw taken in by Sims. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now Haskins to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Oh, you got deep?
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Let's go.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D.
Snap.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here.
Hey, Zoo.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the slant.
Hit it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On the ready.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Stidham. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
53's mine.
Let's go.
Stidham now to throw on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down, Patriots.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, they turn to Burkhead. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Stidham going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 10-yard line.
Yeah, look the flag. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins. He's got a man, complete. The 30. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, an even 90 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Let's go. Hit it.
Out of the gun, Stidham. It's complete. James White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion on first down. It's White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling
No,
again.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,